Welcome to Kardec Radio. While you wait for our program to begin, check our new site. It's Kardec Flix, where Spiritism is just a click away. Also, check our publisher, Kardec Publisher, and its first 6 books. Each one is a journey to inner empowerment and love. Kardec Radio, where we nourish ourselves daily.
Welcome to our program on Kardec Radio.
Hello, dear friends. Welcome to Kardec Radio and welcome to Prayer for Peace. Yes, we are here in another opportunity for us to pray. Why prayer for peace? Well, we can only turn on the news and open our phones, the newspaper, and we know our planet is in much need of prayer, and especially for peace. Yes, we know we are marching towards a planet of regeneration, but we still have some time until we get there. And we know we as humanity on earth, we gonna go through difficult challenges, personal challenges, community challenges, challenging the countries that we live whenever we are. That's why we are here together, cross countries. We are cross boundaries. Yes, we are together as one community with one purpose, to pray for one another. So we're gonna start with a message. And today, as we're talking about prayer, we're talking about peace, we will see this message from Emmanuel. Where does peace start? Well, that is the title of the message. In the family. Yes, this message is in this book, Our Daily Bread, which was psychographed by our dear Chico Xavier, brought to us by the Spirit Emmanuel. The chapter is 117, in the family. Emmanuel starts by quoting Paul 1 Timothy chapter 5 verses 4, when he said, "These should learn, first of all, to put their religion into practice by caring for their own family and so repaying their parents and grandparents, for this is pleasing to God." And then Emmanuel explains to us. The struggle in the family is a fundamental problem in the redemption of human beings on earth. How can we be benefactors to 100 or 1,000 people if we have not yet learned to serve 5 or 10 individuals? This is a logical question which extends to all sincere disciples of Christianity. A good speaker and a bad servant are 2 titles that cannot be mixed. The apostle recommends the exercising of preserving compassion in the center of all domestic activities. He does not allude to the compassion that weeps without courage when faced with afflictive enigmas, but rather the one that recognizes the neuralgic zones of the home and strives to eliminate them, mindful of the divine decisions at the proper times. We know numerous brothers who feel spiritually lonely among those who have entered into their personal family circle through family blood ties, thereby falling into lamentable discouragement. It is crucial, however, to examine these transitory physical bonds cognizant that there are no casual unions in existence on earth in a family household. Meanwhile, there is a preponderance of renovating and regenerating trials prevailing there. Therefore, let no one fail to take advantage of this sacred field of opportunity to be of service. Even though you feel oppressed or overwhelmed by the incomprehension, it will constitute a grave error to overlook the infinite possibilities for illuminating service. It is impossible to try to help the entire world when we fail to be useful in a small home, the one in which the will of the Father situated us on a temporary basis. Prior to making a great personal projection into collective service, let the student learn to cooperate on behalf of his family members of today, convinced that such an effort represents an essential achievement. Friends in the family, that is the title of today's message. We in Spiritism, we get to know that the family home, the family structure, that is the first school on earth. So, what is a school? School is a place where we go to learn. So, all of us, were invited in this reincarnation to be born in a particular family. We know when we reincarnate, there are two routes that we encounter people that we need to work on in that relationship. The first route is through the family ties, the blood families. That is the first one. And the second one is our encounters in life through our tendencies, through our past decisions, our relationships in the past. We come back. And then two people, one born in this side of the world and someone that was born in a completely different place, they somehow encounter themselves. And then we say, oh, how come? That was completely at random. That doesn't exist in the universe because we are under one law, which is the law of God. So Emmanuel starts this message saying, very straightforward, he doesn't sugarcoat for us. He says, the struggle in the family is a fundamental problem in the redemption of human beings on earth. So he's saying, thank you, Emmanuel, for bringing this to us because you're saying if you come and you expect everything to be beautiful, fairy tale, and wonderful and no problems, that's not going to be the case because the struggle is the fundamental problem in the redemption of human beings. So, when he says this struggle, what does he mean? It means that there will be those people that we love very much, that we feel we have a very strong bond, but we also gonna encounter in the family, maybe in the immediate family, maybe in the extended family, but we will encounter those that when we get to know, we have this friction. And he's saying that is part of our lesson. That's why in another book, Emmanuel tells us that the home is the first school because, as he says in this message, we cannot help 100,000 individuals. We cannot be wonderful outside our homes, but when we get at home, we think, oh, here I can do whatever I like. Everyone needs to accept me as I am. I'm gonna do whatever I want. I'm not going to think about anyone else. So, how come we are wearing a mask outside of our homes, and when we enter our homes, the mask goes out, and then we show our true colors? That is not what Jesus came to teach us. He's saying our redemption starts in the family. So we cannot put the kind, understanding mask outside. And when we get in our homes, we want everyone to serve us, everyone to do what we want, and then everyone needs to accept us as we are. So the Emmanuel reminds us that the key for us to succeed in this life is for us to first and foremost serve those who are closest to us. So serve those in our family. And that is such a practice because we live in a society nowadays that when the first struggle comes, the first problem, people are quickly to quit. They are quickly to run away and they say, I want to live as far away as possible than my family members. People don't work in their relationships. That's why divorce rates are so high because it's a quick a way out when life is coming and showing. If you were put in this particular family, if you form this family, it's because it's there that we need to work the most. Friends, this is such a wake up call. We live in a society nowadays that family is put to the side. Everything else is important. It's important to be successful at work. It's important to have money, titles, material things. But then the family is put to the side. The family is a second thought. Oh, yes, I will deal with that later. Or we quickly wanted to escape. And that's why the pandemic came. And what were we asked to do during the pandemic? Stay in our homes. And that's why we saw so many homes crumble because people didn't know how to work in that relationship. People were living under the same roof, but they were not interacting with one another. And the pandemic came to remind us focus in the family. But what do we do now? The pandemic is over, and again, we are quickly to escape through work, through travels, for everything else. So Emmanuel says right here for us, let us reread. He says, he acknowledges we might feel lonely among those in our personal family circle, but let us not be discouraged. He says, it is crucial for us to take advantage of the sacred opportunity of service that God gives to each and every one of us. Because He says we will commit a grave error if we overlook the infinite possibilities that we were given to serve those closest to us. So then he ends the message by saying, it is impossible to help the entire world when we fail to be useful in our small home, the one that the Father has temporarily placed us. That's the beauty of Spiritism, puts everything into perspective. This life in the spectrum of our immortality is just a small small portion. So, in this life, God is saying, focus on this family. We will not succeed in our reincarnatory plan if we don't make peace inside our families. People want the world to be at peace. We turn on the TV and the news and we see what is happening around the world, and people want to be peace among countries, among religions, among cultures. But the peace starts in our family. It's not until we make peace to those closest to us is that the world will be at peace. So it doesn't matter if we do a thousand of things and we help hundreds of people outside, but we are not working in making peace in our homes. So, friends, tonight, Emmanuel and the mentors are asking us, let us make peace. Yes, we know challenges comes, people have their shortcomings, but we have our shortcomings. We see so many cases in Andrea Luiz books, Emmanuel books, and in mediumistic meetings of the suffering that happens when we get to the spiritual realm and we are still holding grudges from those that we came in close contact here on earth. So Jesus said, let us reconcile while we're still here. When we reconcile with someone, a lot of people think that we are giving them, we're saying, oh, I forgive you. We are saying, oh, what you did, you were right. A lot of people think that, but that's not true. When we forgive someone, we are making peace in our hearts. If they receive that, it's on them, but it's important for us to make peace with ourselves, for us to look through the different lens and see if people did that, maybe they were not having a good day, maybe something was happening in their personal lives. We commit mistakes and sometimes we hold grudges for things that are so small. So let us learn to truly be able to surrender ourselves to this beautiful plan that God has to us. And our family is one of them, the main one. So if we wanted to succeed in this life, it's not about anything outside. Yes, of course, we need to be a moral individual whenever we are, but it starts with those closest to us. So, friends, let us reflect on this message by Emmanuel as we pray, shall we? We invite everyone for our prayer. Let us then raise our thoughts, feeling the presence of the emissaries of God, that in this life agree to be by our side throughout our reincarnation. It doesn't matter what we call them, guardian angel, spirit friend, mentor. We know we have not only one, but a group of spirits in the spirit realm who are assigned to guide us in this life. They know what we're going through. They know our family members, and they know exactly the environment that we were planned to reincarnate. Let us feel their presence and connect with their hearts so we can hear their counsels. Their loving care for each and every one of us as we raise our thoughts to our Creator. Dear God, we know you loved us. We know you, as a caring Father, provide to us everything that we need. And because of that, we truly know, Father, that when you planned this reincarnation, you put us in the family that we needed. So tonight we visualize our parents, grandparents, all those who were here before us, and we send them bouquets of flowers of gratitude. Even though we might not have a good relationship with them, even if they're already discarnated, or if we didn't get to know them in this life. We send them whenever they are these bouquets of gratitude, thanking them for being instruments of our reincarnation on earth. And we also give the same bouquets of flowers for the family that we constructed, partners, children, grandchildren. Because of them, we truly know the meaning of the word family. And tonight we make peace with ourselves, knowing that God asked us to work with these relationships for our true redemption. Dear God, we pray for all families around the world, praying for peace inside the homes. We pray especially for those who suffer all types of violence in their homes, physically, verbally, emotionally. We pray for parents so that they can fulfill their mission of guiding their children to you. And we pray for children and teens around the world. So many who are growing up without a strong foundation. We pray, Father, that they can receive your embrace, they can feel strong, and that they can find helping hands to guide them in their mission on earth. And those in the spirit realm who don't want them to succeed can be invited once again to join you. We pray for those who are lost in all types of vices, drug addictions, so that they can get out of the illusions of life to face reality as it is. Grateful for this moment, Father, and praying for everyone in the circle of prayer. We ask for your permission to close these prayerful moments of tonight. And so be it. Friends, it feels so good to pray together, doesn't it? We hope you feel the shower of blessings that comes from God, and let us stay strong. If you need anything, we are here at Kardec Radio. We're here together in this community. Feel free to write to us, and we are together. None of us are alone. And let us stay together because, yes, God is always with us, so we're never alone. And here at Kardec Radio, we're always nourishing our souls 24/7. We'll see you here next time, tomorrow. There is another prayer for peace and beautiful programs throughout the day. Stay tuned in, dear friends. Bye bye.